All right, so I thought I'd take a second to introduce this Rube Goldberg video project. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this thing up here so I can read some things and not forget. But I'm kind of excited about this. You know, we kind of toyed around with whether or not we're going to do this project, and I think the time being at home has really made this more of a solid option because it gives you guys plenty of time to use resources and stuff you have around your house. So the Rube Goldberg project, if you're not sure what Rube Goldbergs are, if you ever played the game Mousetrap, imagine a series of just extreme events taking place one after the other, like a big chain of dominoes that accomplish a simple kind of menial task. And so your job is to be just to design a Rube Goldberg that's 10 steps long um, that will accomplish some simple task. And the instructions are in there. It kind of talks about what a step is and how steps work. As far as materials, the nice part about this is you can do this in the comfort of your own home. Really, the goal is to find all kinds of crazy things around your house. Use toys, use boxes, use stuff in your kitchen, use whatever you have in your basement or attic or bedroom or anything, and just take a room in your house and turn it into kind of an extravagant, crazy maze obstacle course looking invention. And you'll be able to video that, record it, do some kind of video editing, do some physics explanations and things like that, and then submit that for not only me to see, but we'll be able to share it and we'll actually be able to watch them as classes together, which is going to be great. I think that's going to be a wonderful thing. So as far as some things you need to make sure you read very, very carefully, obviously we're looking for 10 steps, okay? Make sure we understand what a step is, and as you're having issues with this, feel free to ask me questions about steps. There's tons of great resources out there, lots of great videos on YouTube, and I'll try and post some links to some cool Rube Goldbergs on YouTube or on Twitter, and I'll even put some previous year's projects that students have done to kind of show you, hey, here's some good, some bad, things like that, and give you an idea. But you can definitely use tons and tons of research to brainstorm and get ideas for steps or how things are going to work. You're encouraged to come up with a theme for your Rube Goldberg. Talk about your theme, have your steps kind of incorporate and encompass the theme. A theme of toys is not a good theme because everyone's going to use toys in the Rube Goldberg. So make sure your theme is creative, make sure your theme is unique, make sure it's specific to, I don't know, you in some way or something you're doing, and incorporate that theme into as many steps as you can. As well as incorporate your theme should also have something to do with your final step. Okay, so, but yeah, you don't want your theme to be an object like balls. That is not a theme for a Rube Goldberg. It needs to be some other theme type thing. Like, hey, it's a birthday party, or my theme is going to be making breakfast, or a day at the ballpark. You know, things like that. Find a creative theme, implement that. I think the hardest part of this Rube Goldberg that you guys will find is you need to have a minimum length of time from start of your first step to end of your last step of 20 seconds. A lot of times these domino effects, these steps go one after the other really, really quick succession, and you need to find a way to slow that down and draw that out. The main reason that's part of the assignment is because it makes it more fun to watch. It builds suspense, and it's like, oh, is this going to work? Is it not going to work? And that way it doesn't all happen in a split second and then it's done. So you'll be responsible for making sure you design steps that have an extended time to them that don't all happen really, really quickly, that we can be able to see what's going on and kind of enjoy the viewing aspect. The rules in there are pretty simple in terms of how to do that. You're allowed to have steps that are really long, but you can't have like a 19-second step and then the other 9 steps just happen instantly. After a certain length of time, your step length won't count towards your time. So read that. You can ask questions on that kind of stuff as it comes up. And, you know, feel free to, you know, to ask me any questions you have as you're reading through stuff. I know the original date I put on there was April 19th, but thanks to Governor DeWine, we're going to move that back till May 1st or May 3rd, I think is Sunday night, May 3rd. So that way, you know, it'll be kind of working. You'll be working on it throughout the entire time that currently we have away from each other and we're not in the buildings. So kind of keep that in mind. Feel free to, again, start working now, start doing your research, start building things. See if you have an area in your home that is going to be untouched. So you can kind of start fiddling with stuff and setting things up. that's probably best because it will take a lot of trial and error to make this work. You'll do things and you'll find steps that work consistently every time, and the one time you need them to work, they don't work. And so there is opportunity for there to be some frustration. But if you look at each step and troubleshoot, we talked about physics being this idea of problem solving and this skill of problem solving. If you identify the step and why or what might cause it to not work and fix that specific thing, you're technically making each step better every time, which will over time eliminate the probability or chances of it not working. I wouldn't recommend just resetting it up and doing the same thing over again and hoping that it works, because then you're just leaving it to random chance and you're not actually controlling the probability of that step working. And there'll be ways to design and build steps that work really well and consistently. And then there'll be steps that the way they're designed and built maybe only work 1 out of 3 times or 1 out of 4 times. And you can actually rebuild that step or modify it and tweak it to work more consistently over and over and over again. So yeah, there's that. There'll be little deadlines and stuff like that and checks kind of coming at you as we work on that, but I wanted to at least get the overall concept out to you guys to work on, so you can see that, have that, and begin working, since there's not a whole lot else going on. I would recommend, while the weather's still kind of cold and rainy, spend some time early on, because maybe towards the end of the May, we might want to be outdoors, social distancing over some exercise and in the nice weather, and it might be harder to be kind of stuck inside working on a physics project. So start now, get it done early, and I will start posting some videos of previous years and some of the really good ones that we had in past years and stuff like that. I'll put those on the YouTube channel so you can kind of see. And then there's tons and tons of just random general videos you can search and look at of Rube Goldbergs that people have made over the years that are really cool, really, really extravagant, really neat. The guideline kind of walks you through the grading. I'll have a grading rubric that I'll put out in Schoology here soon that'll kind of show you the breakdown of how I'll grade each category, how you'll get points deducted, what points you'll get awarded for. So as you're designing and building, definitely be looking at that. And feel free, if you're not sure if something counts as a step or doesn't count as a step, feel free to email me, ask me, send me a little video clip of it. I can give you some feedback. I got nothing but time to help out with that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's all I got for now. And I'm sure there'll be more questions as things start going, as you guys start building and designing. But we'll leave it at that. That'll be a great place to start. Thanks. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.